place if you got the time. I got the girl, she hashtag mine. I got the world, so you know I'm trying to show you this time. Well, it flies like I don't know if you still won't go.
What's up, guys? Elle here today with Best Fit Body Fitness, going to talk to you today about none other than probably the grossest part of competition prep, and that would be the tanning. I wanted to say a huge thank you for all your feedback from my last few videos. I'm really loving this bikini prep series, which I'm abbreviating BPS. So for any videos, I'm actually putting them in a playlist for you so you can have them all right here in one spot when you're looking for info for your prep. Just a little update and another thank you, because I cannot stop thanking you guys for all the congratulations on my announcement about not competing this weekend at the East Coast Cup, not competing actually until March at the Arnold Amateur. I am reverse dieting. I'm going into my 3rd week of reverse dieting, and my weight has actually stayed where it should be, and we are adding calories incrementally, and I'm probably going to do a whole video on that, and we will see when that goes up. I'm not really sure, but questions about reverse dieting, I will probably just do maybe just a Q&A and share my experience. So I've got all the tanning stuff here that I'm going to show you guys how to do your own tan. I'm actually not going to be applying the tan, but I'm going to kind of walk you through it and all the rules about getting ready for the tan, when you have the tan on, and probably I'll chat a little bit about how to take it off. So as I mentioned right at the beginning of the video, tanning is probably one of the grossest parts about show day. Now, not to scare you guys away from show day, it's just something that you're not going to feel super comfortable. So on the outside, you definitely look more glamorous than you feel. I'm going to get the first question out of the way right away. Yes, you do have to shave your entire body. And the reason for that being is that if you have even fine hairs, I know a lot of you say, well, I have blonde hair, it's super light or super thin. The tan, when you get sprayed, it actually will sit on top of the hairs and it won't absorb into your skin because the hairs are there, so you do, yes, have to shave. Now, a lot of people will say, okay, so when should I shave? If you're getting sprayed on Friday night, which is very common for a Saturday show, you'll probably want to shave Thursday and then go over anything on Friday. In the week leading up to your show, a lot of people will use products that may throw off the color of the tan. I have personally never experienced this, but there are certain products out there. So whatever you are using, just kind of keep it to a minimum. I wouldn't do extra scrubs and sprays and body oils and lotions that, you know, just keep it simple the week before your spray tan. Now you're gonna want to exfoliate probably the entire week leading up to your spray. You don't want to completely destroy your skin, be gentle with it, but you definitely want to exfoliate the back of the arms, anywhere really, like your elbows in between here, anywhere that the tan might pool and cause like a little bit, it tends to kind of, it does like a weird thing, and it won't be even if you have any super dry skin anywhere or anything like that. So you just want to make sure you're smooth, you've exfoliated, and you have shaved everywhere. You are going to most likely have to have somebody else shave your back. Now those are just the very basic rules of skin prep before you get your spray. But I want to discuss with you the few options that you have. You can either get sprayed with the competition sponsor spray tanning people group. There's Liquid Sunrays. There's a lot of other ones. Liquid Sunrays is the one that I've used the most when I've gotten sprayed on site. Your other option is to do it yourself. And personally, it's my favorite way to get sprayed. When I go to do a national show, I will definitely be using whatever the spray tan sponsor is for the national show. But I think it's stress-free, it saves you money, and I just like to do it at my own time. You know, I don't have to make a tanning appointment, I don't have to rush around, make sure that my hair's done in a certain time because I have to go tanning. If you already use the spray tan sponsor from the competition, I would just recommend that you sign up with them, you pay for whatever it is, your Friday night spray and your Saturday touch-up, pick those time slots, and then figure out any type of skin prep that they have for you specifically for their spray tan product. What I'm going to tell you is how I like to do my spray tan when I do it completely by myself. First thing that you're going to need is you're going to need to go onto the internet, bodybuilding.com or any other place you want to order from, and you're going to want to order Tana. So right here I have, they sell this probably, I think it's about $32 to $39, and you'll get this little pack. That's what it looks like. And what comes in it is the Tana high def color. So this is it. You can see it. High def color right there, and is the night before competition tan base. So this is the color that you will be using for your spray tan. What you will also get in the pack is the Skin Prep pH Neutralizer Deep Cleanser, and actually smells pretty good. It's funny because when I use it, it always brings me I only used it before competition. But I know this smell, I know the Tana smell, I know that it's competition time. So this is a little bit of an exfoliant, and it's very lightweight, so you can use a different exfoliator as well beforehand, but this is the pH neutralizer, which is supposed to cause your skin to hold the tan and not turn crazy colors like green. Prefer Tana over Pro Tan because Tana gives a little bit more of a brown color, and I found that Pro Tan tends to be a little bit more reddish, and personally on my skin, as you can see, I'm very, very fair skinned. It definitely looks the best. Now when you go to order those two things, you're also going to want to order extra mitts, and those are on bodybuilding. They come in like a 3-pack and they're white. I'll throw a picture up on the screen what they look like, and I can even link below where I suggest that you get the products. But you'll want to use those because they do send you a little tiny applicator, and it's really not the best for applying everywhere, and I found that I like to use 2 different ones, one at night and one in the morning. So let's rewind a little bit, and I will tell you exactly what to do the few days leading up to your tan if you're gonna do it yourself. On Thursday night, I always recommend that you get a spray tan, unless you're incredibly dark-skinned and you don't look anything like me. You may not need a base tan, but if you do get a base tan, it makes it just easier. You have to apply less coats the night before in the morning of your competition. This is huge, and I'm going to throw this out here now, and I'm probably going to say it again later. Do not have the sponsor spray your face. Do not have them spray your face with a spray tan because you're going to put makeup on and you'll just end up looking muddy if they put way too much on. Go and get my spray tan. I sleep with it Thursday night. Friday morning I wake up and I shower it off. I don't scrub it off, I rinse it off, maybe use a little bit of body wash, but nothing crazy, something simple like I have been using leading up to the show. Here's a great example. This is exactly what I actually have used. I picked it up, I think, at a drugstore. It's Caress, and it's brown sugar exfoliating body wash. I used it before, I think on the Friday before my competition, before I applied my own Tana. You're going to want to be freshly out of the shower. You're going to want to put no lotion on. You're going to want to put no deodorant on. Yes, this is the start of no deodorant. If you are a first-time competitor and no one has told you this, you cannot wear deodorant on show day. Now, to share with you guys a little trick that I found works just so perfectly because you can't wear deodorant is to get yourself a little bottle of baby powder. I've talked about this in my NPC show day Suitcase vlog, which I will link below because that actually has a lot of stuff about what to bring on show day. I'll probably do an updated one because that was before my first competition of last season, and I learned a lot. So far, that is gonna get you going, and I'll put together a whole nother one next time I compete. You wanna get yourself a little feather brush, or you can use a bigger brush. I've used both of these, and generally, places where you tend to get warm is a place where the spray tan might turn green. I just put a little bit on the brush, and I will brush it on my chest, under my armpits. I even actually, when I used to get really nervous before stage, I would put it in my, I would pour a little bit in my shoe before I went on stage, and that way if my feet sweat a little bit, they wouldn't slip in my shoes. So once you have the mitt, you're gonna wanna take the Tana. You're gonna want to make sure that you get the night before tan and not the day of competition tan. I think they have another tan which is more like a bronzer. You don't need that. I've never used that. So you want to make sure that it is the high def color night before competition tan base, and that is going to be your color for your tan. You're going to shake it up. I'm not going to do this because we get all over the place, but you're going to spray a little bit on the mitt. It's a little white mitt. It's got a little green ribbon on it. And you're going to want to just start by a small little area. So you're going to want to take the tanner and you're going to want to brush it here. And then you're not going to want to go all the way up your arm or anything like that. And you're going to want to brush and you're going to kind of do light strokes all around your skin until it's like evenly spread out. You're going to want to do that all across your body. You're going to want to make sure that you don't let it sit for too long because it will kind of settle, and like it's supposed to settle, but you don't want to be patchy or blotchy or anything like that. I recommend starting with the arms, then do the legs, then do the abs up to your chest and all the way up to your neck. You don't want to put any on your face, and you don't need to worry about your hands or your feet. I always do my hands and my feet in the morning. So at first it's not going to seem like you're changing color at all. You're going to put 2 coats on and be like, I don't even look like I'm dark. But if you're standing next to someone else who is not doing their competition tan, you'll actually realize how dark you really are. You're going to want to make sure that if you're a bikini competitor, that you bend over and get the creases underneath your glutes. Just because if you don't get, inside the legs or anything like that, it will be noticeable on stage, especially when you're posing, and you don't want that. Now, talking about what to wear when you've got this kind of gross spray tan on, you're going to want to wear lightweight, dark clothing. You're actually going to want to be completely covered. So you don't want to sleep with your hand on your arm, or some people have, some people sleep with their hands on their chest, anything like that. You don't want that. So you're going to want to be in lightweight, loose clothing. Day of show, I would recommend bringing 1 to 2 different pairs of clothing to wear over your tan in case something happens to it, say something spills on it. You don't want to put something wet back onto your tan because that will mess it up. For the day of show, I always bring sweatpants and a tank top, something lightweight and loose like this, and a long sleeve. But I also have this robe, robes are great. This one's a custom robe from Glam Competition Jewelry, and they put our team logo on it, and this one actually has my name on it, which is pretty cool. So you can get robes pretty much anywhere. It's super wrinkled. Now, another thing that you may want to purchase for when you're buying your color and your extra tanning mitts are, these are just pretty, these are basic. This is the high def glaze, and this is what you're gonna, if you are sprayed by the sponsor at the show, they're gonna put a glaze on you. But if you're doing it yourself, I don't think you can go in and be like, hey, can you glaze me even though I didn't use your service? So this is the high def glaze by Tana. And I would suggest bringing rubber gloves and having someone else do it, or you can do it yourself. You kind of spray it on the glove and then you kind of pat it all over your tan. So there definitely are a lot of perks to spraying yourself, to doing it yourself, saving money, saving time, and just overall, I just feel like I definitely am a little bit less stressed about the spray tan. Certain things that you can completely control on this show day, and spilling on your tan or messing it up some way is not the end of the world. There will be a way to fix it. Just be cautious when you're eating, when you're washing your hands, when you're going to the bathroom, anything like that you don't mess it up. But what's so great, and one of the reasons why I love doing my own tan, is that I found that I stress a lot less about messing it up because I know that I can always touch up something if I do screw it up. And the spray tan services, they're pretty much always there to fix any sort of mess up because it happens. There's hundreds of competitors generally at these shows, even if it's a small show, and they're there to help you because they want you to look your best on stage because you're representing them. There's absolutely nothing wrong with going with a spray tan company that's sponsored for the show, but you definitely will save money if you do it yourself. And even if you're worried about it, you'll find out that it's not so bad. So that's about it, guys. I hope that covers your tanning questions, and if you have any other ones, that I'll definitely answer them in the comments if there's anything that I haven't covered. But good luck with your show. Don't stress the tan, and just follow the basic rules of the sponsor, or just kind of keep it simple and you'll be good to go. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you've liked this video and if you've found it helpful, and for anything else that you hope to see in the future. This is definitely my favorite style of vlogging. I love to pick a topic and really talk about it, so I'm going to keep going with these bikini prep series informational videos, but in the future I'm going to do more on fitness and more on flexible dieting and on reverse dieting and whatever else kind of comes to mind and that you guys suggest and want to hear about. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat. I got all that down there, and we will see you in the next one.